Hey, what's up guys? It is Hot Cash time, which pretty much means it's 50% off time at Hot Topic. So I decided to actually leave my dungeon today, drive down to the mall, and do a little Funko Pop shopping in some actual stores. And yeah, it's Funko Pop shopping, not hunting. Hunting is when you take like a bow and arrow or a gun and you go and you kill something and then you eat it. Getting in your car, going to a store, and buying something is shopping. And yeah, I've called it Funko Pop hunting in the past, but that's just because I was being a douche trying to be cool. Once I got to the mall, my first stop was Hot Topic. And no, I didn't film myself shopping inside of the store because honestly, that just makes me feel like a big jerk off when I do that. Like, can you imagine you go into like Dick's Sporting Goods or something? And there's some guy talking to himself filming the dumbbells. It's just like, what are you doing? That's great, people have fun doing that. It's just not for me. So here's a short reenactment. May I help you? Do you have the new... No. But you didn't even hear what I wanted. We don't have it. You have to get here early. Oh. Are we having a moment? No. What about now? No. So the first thing I picked up at Hot Topic is this new Marilyn Manson Pop. And I gotta say, he looks way better than the glam. The glam looked a little, off. But the Pop looks pretty good. I do wish they would have picked a different version of Marilyn Manson. This is from a tour called, I want to say it was like Gods, Guns, Grandmas, something like that. But this is how he first comes out. And later on he changes into like an SS hat, which I think is a little bit more memorable, more iconic to Marilyn Manson's look from the 90s. Of course, it's not politically correct, but I would have liked that better than this one, but this guy still looks pretty cool. They also have the brand new Notorious B.I.G. with Fedora. This is his look from the Billboard Music Awards, where I believe he won Album of the Year and Performer of the Year. Funko is doing a really nice job adding some variety to this line. It's very easy to just change the body and have the same head on all of them, but they're all very different, and there's also an upcoming Hot Topic exclusive that also looks really nice. I definitely want to pick that one up. I believe that one should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, really, really one of my favorite line of Pops now is the Notorious B.I.G. They also had a couple of the new Evangelion Pops. They had Shinji and Rei. And the boxes are different colors to represent their Evas, which is really nice. I'm going to do an in-depth review of this whole set once I complete it. So be on the lookout for that. But if you want the Evangelion Pops, Hot Topic is starting to get them now. And I needed to make it $60 to use my hot cash, so I picked up this Vulture. I'm getting some of the other Spider-Man villains from the 80 Years line, so I wanted to add this one, and he does look really cool. A bit of a silly looking character, but I do like him in pop form. And I really like that they're adding the first appearances to the back. I wish they would do that more often. With all Pops, like this Marilyn Manson, is cool, but wouldn't it be cooler to have an actual picture of Marilyn Manson, like from where this Pop was inspired from? That would be way cooler. Yeah, we can go on the internet and search for it, but it would be nicer to have it here, just like how this is. It's a really nice touch. So I left Hot Topic pretty satisfied because I got 5 Pops for around 30 something bucks. Not bad. And I also just happened to get a call from GameStop that one of my pre-orders was in. Now, I don't usually pre-order with the stores anymore because they're very bad about calling, or sometimes they just never get them at all. It's really annoying. It's way better to just pre-order through the website, but in this instance, this particular Pop wasn't available to order through the website anymore, but it was in store. Here's your pop, sir. Didn't you guys just get these pops in today? Why is it all dented and sticky? They come like that. They were sent like this. Yeah, they always come like that. How come that only happens to GameStop? What? Our pops aren't damaged. But you just said that they come like that. They do come damaged. Luckily, they did get 4 or 5 pre-orders for this guy, so I was able to look through about 4 of them, and yeah, 3 of them were already wrecked. This was the only one that was, you know, mint, but this won't close. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to mess with it, but yeah, I don't know what it is about GameStop that for some reason, even the day that pops come out, they're dented. They're already like, they've got fingerprints all over them. They're sticky. I don't know what goes on in GameStop with their pops. It's just gross, and definitely recommend ordering it online. They've gotten pretty good with their shipping. I haven't gotten a damaged pop from them in a while. But yeah, enough about GameStop. This is a really cool pop, and some of the Mandalorians in the show, it seems like they're just kind of like, oh, these random Mandalorians, but the Death Watch actually has a pretty rich history. I guess in this timeline, or I guess that in this time in the saga, I guess it would be kind of like Ronin now, but at one point they were led by Darth Maul. It's actually kind of interesting. You should go look it up. And yeah, I'm glad they decided to make a pop out of him. Or her. I'm not sure exactly if this Mandalorian in particular is male or female. It's just got a generic name. Yeah, very, very cool. And I'm glad that they actually called me, that I went early enough before everybody else got there to pick up theirs. Because, yeah, there's going to be probably a couple of unhappy collectors that are going to want mint boxes, and it's just not going to happen. I also picked up Classic Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and I like these way better than the original pops that Funko put out for Mortal Kombat. They were from one of the newer games, so yeah, they had more detail and everything, but these classic versions are the ones that made the characters popular. This is what I would rather have as a collectible, and I think these simple designs work in pop form. Really cool how they added Scorpion's, I don't know what you would call that, his little get over here spear. And I really like how Sub-Zero has his Ice Blast. Really nice, and yeah, for me, much improved, and these are the versions that I think work best for pops. I think for anything, I think the classic versions are the best ones. After GameStop, I stopped by Box Lunch but didn't see anything, so I left the mall and took a shortcut through this alley to get to my car when this dude just came up to me. Hey there, where you going so fast? I got the stuff you need right here. Now, I don't like talking to strangers in alleyways, but this guy looked like he knew a guy that knew a guy that might know a guy. So I played along. How much? How much you got? I got enough. That's just the right amount, cowboy. And I'm sure glad I took up that creepy man on his offer, because he had this Doc Holliday, and man, does he look way cooler than I expected. They did a great job making him look sickly. Love the red around his eyes. Looks just like how Val Kilmer looked in the movie. The paint job is very, very clean. Look at the hairline, look at the mustache. Very nice pop. Not sure if I'm going to get the rest. They're pretty cool looking too. I believe that they're making a Doc Holliday without the hat, and he's twirling the cup around like when he was challenging Johnny Ringo in the saloon, and he's, mimicking him, twirling the cup around. I think that one would look cool because he doesn't have the cowboy hat. Sometimes if they were just doing a body swap, I don't think I'd get both, but since the head is different as well, I think I'm going to add that one too, because I love Doc Holliday and definitely going to get that exclusive. And he also had classic Raiden with lightning. The sticker on this one's a little different. It says Funko Club GameStop exclusive instead of just GameStop exclusive. But yeah, it's exclusive to GameStop. And the difference between this one and the common is that Raiden is in his victory pose. And the common, he's shooting the lightning at you. I'm not going to get Liu Kang. Looks very, very boring. One of the most boring pops I've ever seen. But these three together look very nice. And I do like this one better than the common. Really like the translucent lightning. The light blue eyes look very nice as well. Nice contrast between the light blue and that darkened color effect there, like the shadow from the hat on his face. Looks really nice. Those of you that watch my channel regularly know that I get most of my pops through the mail. It's just faster, most of the time it's cheaper, and companies know how to send pops in mint condition nowadays. Well, most of them. This time, I couldn't avoid going into the stores because I did want that Death Watch Mandalorian. And I was surprised that I actually found some decent stuff. I usually don't. That's another reason I don't go out shopping and hunting for pops in the wild. It's just a pain in the ass most of the time. This time it was pretty okay though.